Good afternoon, it's John from Blue Forest Motorhomes. Today we're going to take you through changing the LPG gas bottle. So our gas bottle is located here on the left side of the vehicle in this here cupboard. So let's have a look what we've got. So when we open the cupboard, you'll see that we have the 15 kilogram bottle which we supply with every vehicle. This really ought to be enough for your hire with us, but if you do an extended hire you may find out that you run out of gas, but it's unlikely. So things to look at in here, we have the spanners that come with changing. These are all supplied. We have insulation tape or sealant tape that comes with this. It's basically plumbing tape. In here we have a regulator, and as you can see the regulator is in a locked closed position at the moment. That would be the on position to allow gas to flow, and that is the off position there. On top of the gas bottle we have a valve, as you can see here. Ooh, quite tight. If you open that, turn it anti-clockwise, that is to open the gas, and turn it clockwise to turn the gas off. So we want to turn the gas off at this moment in time. This little button here, if you're worried about it, it's a purge button, but you won't really need to do this. Something you do need to be aware of is that these gas bottles come with a left-handed thread. So normally when you are tightening up a nut or a bolt on one of these on anything, you would normally go tighten up to the right, so you would go clockwise to tighten up stuff. On this occasion you will be using a clockwise rotation to unlock. So the best thing to do at this point in time is to leave the gas bottle within its constraints strapped in, because it will help you to unbolt this or to unlock this. So this can be quite tricky, but you need to get this large spanner to cover that and then turn. You will hear a slight hiss, but you obviously ensure that the gas is turned off there. You will hear a slight hiss. That's just this gas. So that's it, and we just keep doing this anti-clockwise. It eventually gets looser and looser. And eventually it'll get to a stage where you can simply use your hands to undo it. As you can see, that is now undone. So that is the gas valve removed. So at this point in time we can now unstrap the gas bottle from its securing, like so. And we can simply remove the gas bottle. It's quite heavy, so it might be worth getting two people to help you with it. So as you can see, that is the gas bottle removed. I shall come back in a minute and show you how to fit it. Hi, it's John again. We're back changing our gas bottle. So this would be the type of gas bottle you get when replacement. Just do what I like to do, make sure it's turned off and closed. They normally come with a blank fitting cap, so these do anti-clockwise, so it's in a different direction to what you would normally think. So what we're going to do, we're going to prep the area in here first. We're going to make sure our restraining straps are out of the way. We're going to make sure that our gas valve is out of the way, and that we've got plenty of room to manoeuvre this, because actually 15 kilograms is quite difficult to do. So what we're going to do, we're going to take two hands, lift the gas bottle up, place it within the vehicle, make sure the straps are out from the back. I'm going to put it into place. We kind of want this valve to be slightly available to make things easier. So I'm going to start by just loosely placing the straps around to get them nice and straight. Put them inside like that. Don't need to do them up tight at this point. Do the same with the bottom one. Make sure the restraining straps are tight. Right, we've done that, so now they're not going to fall down the back when we push into position. So we manoeuvre it back into position. Now you see they've gone a little bit loose. So what you can do, you can pull the strap around and hold it, and just pull it like that, and they go nice and tight. Same with the bottom one. Now you can see we're quite well strapped in. So the next thing we want to do is make sure our valve is going to sit in there nice and easily. And as you can see, that works quite well. So have a look at the valve itself, make sure there's no debris on it. So just have a good clear out, make sure there's nothing on it. And then we're going to take our sealing tape. You see Blue's here as well with us, look. She's always around. So we're going to take a little bit of sealing tape like this. Probably about 6 inches. And because this valve does up opposite to what you think it does, I'm going to wrap this around this way. So that when I actually screw it in, it's difficult to get this flat. It can be a bit tricky. So it's sticking to me a bit. So trying to get it as nice and neat as possible. And this tape assists to seal the valve into the gas ball. So as you can see, I've sealed there, put a seal around that now. Now I'm going to offer up the valve into the actual gas bottle valve itself. And I'm going to start turning this anti-clockwise. It can be a bit fiddly. Just wiggle a little bit until you feel it going. Now I can feel it starting to bite. Getting a bit difficult for me to turn by hand now. So now I'm going to get my spanner out. Caution around this area, but put too much pressure on it, you can. The spanner may slip and you hurt yourself. So gloves may be an option if you want to wear gloves on this. So you don't hurt yourself, but I tend to take it nice and easy until I can feel this getting tight. So what can also happen is while you're tightening this section of the valve wants to turn, which is what our other spanner's for here. So if you put the other spanner across the flats of the actual valve itself, it will stop that from spinning. You just simply hold the actual valve with the spanner itself whilst you're doing it up. There's not much movement. I've had to tighten this up, unfortunately, and it is very fiddly. If you feel that you can't do it yourself, I'm sure there'll be plenty of people around to assist. It's not a difficult task, it's just a tricky one. We'll go through the entire process just so you realise how long it can actually take to do one of these. It may extend the video a little bit, but at least you'll be aware of the length of time it takes to actually do this piece of work. So I am approaching tightness now. You don't want to do it too tight because you can actually cause damage to it. So next we're going to look and listen to see if we can find, well, not so much look, but more a case of listen to see if we can hear any gas. So at this point in time, we're just going to try and keep nice and quiet. We're going to leave this isolation valve off, so we're not putting gas into the van itself, but we're going to turn the valve on the top of the gas bottle. You may hear an initial hiss. So now what we're listening for, is there any gas leakage? So at this point in time, I can't hear any gas leakage, so I believe that that is nice and secure and now sealed. So that's the purpose of this, is to turn this off and seal it. Once you're finished, if you can put the spanners back where they came from so we don't lose them. The same with the bottom one, ready for the next time the bottle's changed. And that's it, that's how you change the gas ball. Thanks for watching, see you next time.